All right, so it looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. This is the round six finals of Wii Series League 2022. We have Wii Fit Plus today, and of course, we got some all table tilt. General rules, real quick. Our two runners, who will be introduced soon, must make their way through all three versions of table tilt as fast as they can and complete them, those being beginner, advanced, and plus. And this is a best of 3, so first to 2 wins these round 6 finals. I'm Sphere Cube, and our other commentator, MKBW50, he will give us some introductions to these runners.
Yeah, hello everyone, and I'd like to welcome you as well. And well, we have two brilliant runners today, and I'm really excited to this matchup. So in the blue corner, representing Canada, coming out of British Columbia, a newcomer to Wii Series League, really. Hasn't got too many points, but anybody that knows Wii Fit Plus knows that it's a name to be feared, and he's beaten Benders and Vinch on the way. 4 world records in Wii Fit Plus, plus a huge amount of ILs, too many to count. It's Pholcidae. And representing Germany in the red corner, 7+ points in 3 rounds in Wii Series League so far, including the win in Wii Sports Club. He beat Speedy and Resonation on the way here. He's got too many world records to count in over Wii Series League. Cedrik. So I believe both our players are ready. Can you just get ready here? And I'll just wait till both players are on the menu on my screen. Now, just remember there may be a bit of lag. The screens might not be exactly against each other, but that doesn't matter because it's the final time that needs to be compared. Pholcidae, are you ready?
Oh, wait, you're asking me?
Yes. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Good.
Okay. Then I can see that Cedrik, are you ready? Okay, so the request, I'll count down from 10, very exciting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are underway here for the first match in the first table. So there is 8 on every level. And there's no early exiting, so hopefully you don't get machined. So this is number 1. And you see it is that simple. It can be that simple. And well, we're just seeing, yeah. So about a 22-second gap between the streams, which keeps it interesting. We might know who's exactly ahead. So a number of techniques that can be used. Of course, the way the game wants you to use it is to stand and tilt your body and use the balance to sort of, as you can see, tilt the level, shift your balance. I always used my hands though, because I thought it gave me greater control of the weight. Thea, what do you think the methods the players will be considering today?
Well, if you use your hands as a bit of a stabling action for that this game requires you to do with the balance board, you can get a better range of and make more drastic movements, which makes it slightly faster. But some players may opt to use no stabling surface and just use their raw balance to get them to the end of this. But I do believe that having a stable surface with you in this run helps you a lot, both in not only in being faster overall, but also just overall stability and decreased risk of you messing up.
So as we can see here, the beginner was very simple for both players. I think that it's very close, and we'll be moving on to advanced next. Yeah, I agree with you, Sphere. I mean, my feelings are that it's better to use your hands because it's more stable. You might sacrifice some power, because obviously your hands is not the same as your whole body, but I think it's worth it. So now we're going to see advanced. It looks a close one so far, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. They seem to be in about 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds apart from each other. So they would have to constantly be on their toes and basically do all of these perfectly, or else they will suffer major time loss and risk the other player taking advantage.
Yeah, yes. Well, it does seem to come to maybe one bad level, one big mistake, which is how it often seems in these finals, because the quality is so high, and there is sort of the extra confusion because we don't know exactly how far apart they are because of the lag, and it makes it really tense and exciting. But there's the first mistake. So was Cedrik falling with a ball falling off, and the game does like to punish you for that because, well, the way the game will see it, it's your clock to run out, and that's why it sort of lags you. But while there's no real danger of that, in terms of the speed run, it can be quite costly. So we have a leader, now a clear leader in Pholcidae, but and some more mistakes from Cedrik there. Well,
Now what Cedric's doing on level 8 isn't necessarily a mistake. It's more of a very risky strategy that has the potential of being fast, which is intentionally dropping the balls so that some of them on the table could potentially land in the pockets. But it is a really risky strategy, and I'm not sure it will pan out for Cedrik in the end, or Pholcidae for that matter, as he is going for it as well.
yeah, I saw Pholcidae sort of started with that strategy, abandoned it somewhat, and now it's gone back to it. But I think he's now into it. So we'll have to see.
Well, there are a few specific instances where you can do that type of strategy, but they are risky.
Yeah. So 4:33 is when Cedrik pressed the button, and he will now move on to Table Tilt Plus, which does have different somewhat, and it's actually a 10-second lead for Pholcidae. So in Table Tilt, you get 20 seconds at the end of every level. In Table Tilt Plus, you get 6 seconds for each ball. It shouldn't really matter, because both of these players are good enough to beat the 8 levels simply, but that's just something you might need to be aware of. So, Pholcidae leads. Can he keep it up with just now 6.5 levels to go?
Now, an interesting note. And an interesting note on Table Tilt Plus, its levels are far more linear and have specific strategies that you must use, but they are also way easier to mess up than the previous 2 stages.
Yeah.
So this really is the now or never opportunity for both players to take advantage.
Well, we're into the final stretch now, folks, and as you can see, the Cedric's got a lead, but not a big enough one to make up for the stream lag, so it's deceptive. Pholcidae really has the lead, but it's looking like a very decent level 6 for the German player, but Pholcidae making no mistakes as well. And I'd say the lead, well, it depends on how Pholcidae can do. I put it at about 16 seconds. But here comes Cedrik now into level 7, and, well, it's looking good. But, I don't think that was quite as intended there. It's going to be close.
Now this is interesting. Cedrik is using a different strategy than Pholcidae, or it might have actually worked out for him. He did save a bit of time there.
Yeah. So Cedrik now finishing the final stage, but you can see that, well, that is not a 22-second lead, and that's the difference of the stream below. So the final ball goes in.
Oh.
And as you can see, well, it was a clear win for Pholcidae. I think it was 6:56.
was
versus
a
634.
close first
And
game, though.
it was exactly with the stream
So
delay,
56
22-second stream delay, 22-second margin. Best of 3, 1-0 to Pholcidae. Spear, where was that round one lost?
It was probably lost in the latter half of either the latter half plus or the latter half of advance, because I did see Cedrik making a few mistakes specifically on those, and Pholcidae just didn't make those mistakes. So Pholcidae was able to pull away from Cedrik by not making those mistakes that Cedrik did on those specific parts in the run.
Yeah, margin of error very low. So, players ready, please, and we will count down from 10 again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, underway then for the second and potentially final rounds. And Cedrik will be hoping to take it to a tiebreaker. There's no juice, it's not tennis. If it goes to 1-1, then it will be a single round shoot-off. And once again, we're seeing a stream delay of 22.5 seconds. And it's a very decent start for Cedrik. Just getting past its first two levels of ease, but at this stage, we would think that beginner is simple.
Well, the margin of error for beginner is as great as advanced could potentially be, so... And Cedrik already making a few mistakes, so I don't know, this might be decided based on beginner of all levels.
Yeah, well, if you make mistakes, you don't want to make it hair Pholcidae with a risky strategy there. Didn't come off too well.
Now this is interesting. Pholcidae is making the same mistakes as Cedrik,
Yeah,
so they are perhaps tied at the moment.
Yeah, well, the delay makes it a bit harder to tell, but we'll just keep track of the time that they both end it. That was a good 6 from the Canadian. Cedrik, just looking to finish 8 there, and he does so just on 1:39, and we'll see how long it takes Pholcidae. There are no official splits in here, but just be interesting to see how close. Looks like 1:34, so I think it's about 5 seconds, maybe just a bit less, and they move on to advanced. This menuing always very tedious. Early exits strictly forbidden in Wii Fit Plus.
Now Pholcidae's menuing is also a bit faster, so I would put his lead at around 6 to 7 seconds rather than 5. So Cedrik would definitely have to make up some time there, unless if his menuing is also a bit improved.
Yeah, it's often sort of underappreciated facts of speedrunning, but the fact is a second gained on the menu is just the same as a second gained on gameplay. So it is important. Oh, and that will be a few seconds. That is very unfortunate for Pholcidae, and well, now we definitely have something on our hands here. Oh, and well, it doesn't seem to be going fully to plan. That's a risky move. I'm not sure if that was
Cedrik is definitely pulling away now. He didn't make those same mistakes as he did last run.
Yep, I think that I agree.
Unless if level 7 had something to say.
Well, there's after this, there's still table 2 plus. Cedrik hasn't won this round, but he's definitely winning it. Of course, this level is always a recipe for disaster, but it can also be a recipe for greatness, because you do sometimes get amazing luck. I think it's not disrespectful to call it luck, and sometimes you just don't get the rub of the green. But look, it looks middling. I think that again, we'll have a look at the time when the last ball goes in, so we can compare the players. So let's have a look. 407.5, and Cedrik heads for the menu. And, well, it's looking a little bit better from Pholcidae, but I can't really tell. When he was behind, so he does have a bit to catch up, and, well, that was good. So we have one more ball to go for 11 and a bit, so about 4 seconds, maybe even less than that. But Cedrik leads 8 more levels, Wii Fit Plus, and Cedrik will know what to do here. He'll know how to do it. Let's see if he can execute it.
And only about 2 more advanced strategies stand in the way of Cedrik and victory in this round. And those advanced strategies will come in the latter half of Plus, so we'll see how he handles them. Yeah. I'll explain it when you get to there.
Wow.
But they are moving quite swimmingly to Fit Plus. They are about even in time at the moment.
Yeah, this is really interesting, folks. So we're heading for the finishing stretch again. I'll just take you through this. Level 5 for Cedrik, and remember there are 8 in total. Just a bit of patience shown there, which is a virtue in speedrun. Again, something I find underappreciated, knowing when to go fast and when to go slow. But it's not something a speedrunner really likes, going slow. Here he comes for level 6, and, well, it's a steep drop. That could have been disastrous. Oh, that's a nice save. That is a small time loss. But, wow, that could have been fatal. And now, well, Pholcidae goes for 6, while Cedrik continues a pace on 7.
Oh, and he makes a mistake on level 6. He did mess up the strat on hole 6. Or
and now that
level
will
6. And
surely, yeah, that will surely hand it to Cedrik now, but he just needs to finish it without making a mistake, and Pholcidae just needs to keep on this pressure. So that's, well, that's surely the mistake that's cost it. But let's just wait to see Cedrik finish level 8. Yeah, let's...
And the strategy that I was talking about was for level 6, as there is a certain pattern that you can follow. But that's a 653, I think, for Cedrik.
I think it was 650. And, well, it's all going wrong for Pholcidae. And you know what that means, folks? More Wii Fit Plus. Because it is now, yeah, now you can say it's officially 1 apiece. And, yeah, as I said, we're heading to a decider, meaning first 2 games are a bit of a waste of time, really. Only joking. So while we wait for Pholcidae to finish, I mean, it is almost insulting your intelligence asking you, isn't it? But where was that game won and lost?
So both runners were definitely almost to the tie with beginner and advanced, but it was really won when Pholcidae made those few mistakes on the beginning of advanced and the latter half of plus. It could have been nerves, it could have been just miscalculations, but that was his downfall for that round.
And in fact, 50 seconds the difference in the end, given how even it was. That shows how costly those mistakes were, and especially 50 seconds. I mean, this is a run that takes 7 to 8 minutes, maybe. And, wow, that is a gargantuan gap, isn't it? And what that means is, let's both players get ready. Pholcidae. Pholcidae, can you get ready?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Can you get ready?
Oh, okay. Ready?
Alright, so I will count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are underway for the third and decisive round of Wii Series League 2022 Round 6 Final. And it is Cedrik against Pholcidae. We do have that 22.5 second stream gun here with Sphere Cube to take you through to this final. And, well, this is exciting, isn't it, Sphere?
It really is. Like, these are two very good runners of the game, and to see them going head-to-head for a round 3 for a decider, it is going to be really exciting, and I think it'll be pretty close, too.
So, well, about the stream lag is actually a little bit less this time. I think it's about 19 seconds, but fact is, Cedrik taking the risky strat doesn't really pay off them. And level 5 in beginner is the first one where I think divergence can be shown, because in the first 4 it's a bit simple, but well, you get the luck or skill. I think a mixture of the two, really. And, well, it's not really gone to plan for both of them, and, yeah, Pholcidae calling it quits with the risky strat. And moving on.
He did complete level 5 a bit faster, though, so he might have a slight lead over Cedrik at the moment.
Yeah, it's a close one.
But
Well, level 7 is complete for Pholcidae, very simple. Level 8 then, and Cedrik getting the job done. 146, and actually there is quite a big gap, it seems. Ooh, 133, so 13 seconds Pholcidae leads with 16 levels to go and 2 menus. Not forget the best and lister. Good
it
menu in
isn't
there.
over for Cedrik quite yet, though.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, I agree with you there.
And that was some pretty fast menuing from... That was some pretty fast menuing from both of them, too, so I would say it is still tied at about 13-second difference between Pholcidae and Cedrik at the moment.
I would agree with that. It wipes its feet on the way in there for Cedrik. Well, I'm just looking at Pholcidae's screen, waiting for that mistake that claws it back, and that's Pholcidae knows if he just keeps completing the levels with no errors, he'll win. Nothing Cedrik can do in that case. Easier said than done, though. There's still 12 levels to go, but we are here on level 5, and every ball that's synced is just a step closer to victory. And it's just sticking. It's about consistency as Cedrik nearly goes overboard. And does Pholcidae look like giving up this form?
That is a very good level 6 from Pholcidae.
Yeah.
He will definitely have to have the lead after that.
Well, he's actually overtaken Cedrik, even considering the stream lag, but here is the dreaded level 8 advanced, and it looks like it has been quite calm to him so far, but 3 balls left, and well, it looks like he's actually taking the less risky strat. Just, well, that's interesting. And 340, or 341 I think it was. And wow, this lead looks like it might be insurmountable for Cedrik, but we'll see, and it's just not going to plan out. That was, well, a nice save in the end, but it's going to be 422 and a big gap now.
And that level 7 from the level 6 and 7 from Pholcidae on those advanced were quite optimal. So that was definitely when that was definitely when the lead was solidified in Pholcidae.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say this match is completely over for Cedrik either.
No, me neither, but well, it's going to be very different. But yeah, they were levels worthy of a champion, and we do have a champion-elect on our hands, but he still needs to survive till Inauguration Day, which looks like it's coming up very soon, because level 4 doesn't look difficult at all. 4 more levels to go, and he can afford to be patient here. And when he can be patient, well, there's nothing stopping him. He doesn't need to rush. Cedrik just doing what he can. But, well, he seems pretty powerless right now, hoping for a miracle from somewhere. And, well, it's not going to come on level 5. Level 6 now, and Pholcidae runs down. And, well, there's the mistake. There is a mistake there.
Oh.
It's not going to be enough, I think. But, oh, now. Oh, my word. Well, as I said, there's still...
Now it is close.
Yeah, there's still a fair bit more time. Pholcidae still leads. Cedrik's back in it. And wow, stay tuned, folks. Will a new champion be inaugurated? Probably. But it doesn't look so clean-cut anymore. But he just needs to complete 7 cleanly. He's nearly done that. Cedrik tries his best. Okay, so when it comes, level 8 for Pholcidae. And, well, knows what he has to do. It's going to be tricky, but, well, 3 balls sunk. Cedrik now also on to level 8, but I don't think he's going to be able to have it. It's over. 6:29, the time of a new champion. Pholcidae takes it. We'll take 15 points from round 6 of Wii Series League 2022 and claim home the title for Canada. Cedrik, though, well, he extends his lead overall in the league with 12 points. So, oh yes, you're right, 11 points. This month we actually had our first modified point system because less people had a balance board, I presume, so less people signed up. But anyway, so in a quite literal sense, everyone's a winner. But I'll start with our nominal loser, and Cedrik, what do you think stopped you from taking the top step on the podium today?
Well, for one, I played super risky, and I actually played intentional, so I just stood on my balance board and moved. So yeah, that's just my thing, because I'm used to running Wii Fit U intentional, and I am unable to play unintentional with my hands, etc. And it's basically always coming down to intermediate 8, in my opinion. Because this is basically a lucky draw, which can cost you 30 seconds and can save 30 seconds.
That is a big one. When you saw the bracket, I mean, getting to the finals, not that bad. How do you reflect overall on the campaign this month?
Not really, I didn't care, lol.
Well, fair enough, but you still come home with 11 points, I think, and you are top. So next is Nintendo Switch Sports, which I think will be a really interesting one. Do you have any hopes coming into that one?
Nope, because I will not participate in that one.
Okay, well,
the first game I will skip because it's just not an enjoyable game for me so far.
Well, that will give other runners, I suppose, an opportunity to go scrap. Any questions you want to ask him, Sphere?
Doesn't seem like it, but GG's Pholcidae.
Not really myself. Just want to say congratulations on second.
Wait, did I need to say something?
No, just in a moment.
No.
Well, I'm
yeah, let's
happy
go.
I will probably be the only person to ever receive 11 points this year.
Okay, Pholcidae.
GG's.
Pholcidae. So first, talking about this match, where did it all go so right? Why did you win today? In your own words.
I mean, not. I think I won because there's not many people who play Wii Fit anyways, and I'm probably one of the only few who put a lot of focus, or most of my focus, into the game, and I've also been waiting a year to go ahead and participate in Wii Fit, so I've been making sure I will go ahead and win the next one no matter what. I will practice. It was table tilt that was picked. I will practice that a lot and over and over and over again until it's just until I feel comfortable with it that I'm good enough to win.
Okay, and well, folks, if you too want to get involved with Wii Fit Plus and grow your community, speedrunning Wii Fit certainly a unique game. Join the Wii Series Speedrunning Discord, and well, I suppose that same philosophy will go to the bracket in general. So, Pholcidae, how do you take on this one? Do you stand? Do you use your hands? Do you use perhaps another method? I know some people, for certain categories, even put a printer on the balance board. It seems like everything goes.
I use my feet. I don't use my hands because I find it much more difficult, especially since you have to balance and you're putting your hands and like you don't really have any good space to go ahead and do it. But how I just do it, instead of like having a desk in front of me and I keep my two hands on front of it, I keep like two desks on each of my sides. I have one on my left, one on my right, so I can help balance better because it just feels right. Yeah, I think that's the question.
All right, and one more question: will you enter Nintendo Switch Sports? And if you are, do you have any? You will, and do you have any? Do you think you can do well in that one?
Probably not. Currently, no, I'm not going to do any good, but depending on how much I decide to go and practice Nintendo Switch Sports, which will mean if I do Nintendo Switch Sports, I will probably have to take a break off Wii Fit and focus on that game, and I might do good, probably not first, but top 10.
Top 10, okay. So, well, let's have the final question if he wants to ask it.
No, I can answer another question, sure.
Well, I don't have any questions myself, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. And well, we've heard from both runners now, and we'll both gave a good account of themselves. And I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank Sphere, and most of all, I'd like to thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, join the Wii Series Speedrunning Discord server, because firstly, you can participate in the final 2 months of Wii Series League 2022. Yes, you at home. Well, we're going to have an all-new competition in 2023, and it's a great community full of great people. And, well, it's a familiar old home. The Canadian machine in Wii Series League continues, and it's only appropriate we finish with the national anthem, O Canada.